thought we'd put this list together here of just some notable wide receivers under the age of 25 right now. Stars in the league. They aren't even 25.
Babies.
So how do you rank them? How do you do it? This is a segment we call 3 on 3.
Okay.
I'm going to give you my top 3 wide receivers under the age of 25. And a guy who knows a lot more about the position, Emmanuel Sanders, will tell us his. We're going to alternate. I'll start off with number 3 on my list. I go to where Jane Slater does her duty work every weekend at Dallas, and I'm going with CeeDee Lamb. Okay. I think CeeDee Lamb is worthy of being a top 3 wide receiver, and I have him as number 3 under the age of 25. What CeeDee Lamb is doing right now is just scratching the surface. I believe this guy is going to have a huge year next season now that he is the bona fide #1 in this offense, and now that Kellen Moore can use him in even a more variety of ways with what they're looking to do. CeeDee did it last year. In that first game against Tampa, you're like, oh my God, it's the CeeDee Lamb season. And he would have big moment after big moment, and then you'd be like, why are they not feeding him the rock more? That's all I scream when I watch the Cowboys. I think they will feed him the rock more. CeeDee Lamb, number 3 on my list, and look what he did. Most receiving yards by a Cowboys wide receiver in his first 2 seasons, already ahead of Gallup, Bryant, Pearson, of course, Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper, all the rest. I think he's just scratching the surface. I think we have a huge year for him, 2022. Emmanuel, who's number 3 on your list under 25?
I like your number 3. I love CeeDee Lamb, but my number 3, I'm going to have to school receiver type. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, right? When I think of DK Metcalf, I don't just think of a receiver too. I think of him showcasing his speed when he walked down Buda Baker and everybody's like, what is going on? The next thing you know, this guy is big, strong, physical. He's running a 100-yard dash, right? And so I love DK Metcalf. He reminds me of a guy that I once played with, RIP to my boy Demaryius Thomas. He's one of those guys that you never know. He could catch a screen pass and take it to the house and ride out at however big he is. And so, I mean, look at this. The most receiving touchdowns by a receiver, DK Metcalf at 25, Randy Moss at 36, Odell Beckham, hey, great Super Bowl run. But I like DK Metcalf as my number 3.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, which leads us to number 2 and number 1. We still disagree on our list. Number 2, I'm going with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. I think he's number 2 on my list. Jamar Chase just had the greatest rookie season we've ever seen since Randy Moss's in '98 that you just mentioned. A game breaker, and then did it in the biggest moments, which is what I love. That Kansas City game in Week 17, the best player on the field was not Mahomes, Kelsey, or Tyreek Hill. It was Jamar Chase. He and Joe Burrow just getting started. Remember, top 5 pick. A lot of people thought maybe they go offensive line to protect Burrow. They're like, no, we're going to get him his mate from LSU. I'm going Jamar as my number 2. Emmanuel Sanders, who do you have as number 2?
So it's my number 2, and we kind of flip-flopping here. But I'm going to have to go with Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, man, I like this dude game. Don't make me gritty on TV. Don't make me gritty on TV. But man, I like this guy, man. I like him at the receiver position. I like his build. I like how he catches the ball. I mean, 1,600 yards this guy had. And when I think of Justin Jefferson, I think about his releases. When a DB gets in front of Justin Jefferson, the DB already thinks in his head, oh my God, I gotta guard this guy. What releases is he gonna give me? How is he gonna give me? He can take the top off of defense and he can catch a screen pass. And he's one of the, oh, there he is right there. You see it. I like when this guy getting a touchdown. I'm like a 5-year-old kid. I'm looking like, do the gritty, please do the gritty. That's your thing. But look at this guy, man. He ranks 4th, 2nd, and tied for 6th, right? 108 yards, 1,600 yards, like I said, and then 10 receiving touchdowns, man. This guy is dynamic and special.
Hey, Emmanuel, my number 1 receiver under the age of 25? Justin Jefferson. I'm not going to try. Justin Jefferson to me is number 1. I've got him number 1. Why do you do the gritty and it looks so natural? When I do the gritty, people have to change the channel. Why is that? That's not fair.
Kill him.
Let me tell you something. This guy, I am amazed at what he does. And I honestly think their offense is only going to get better next year with Kevin O'Connell calling the shots. And I think Irv Smith joining the Vikings back from his injury is going to be a big deal. They have the high expectations for him. But Justin Jefferson does the entire route tree. He's faster than everyone thought he was in college. He goes to the combine, runs his blazing 40, and then has kept that up his entire career in Minnesota. I've got him over Jamar Chase, and I know they were college teammates, But I love this guy's game, and obviously I'm not going to even try it. I'm not going to try the gritty, because when Kirk Cousins did it, it became some comedy routine, and I don't want to be the butt of a joke.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, the Pro Bowl. Mac Jones just running after the whistle and doing the gritty.
I love
this is no joke, and it's not even close. Like another LSU guy, but almost
not even close.
300 yards more than what Odell did in his first 2 seasons. Again, I love that they have this offensive head coach now, and they're building a new offense. All due respect to Jamar Chase, who I have number 2 and did amazing things as a rookie. Justin Jefferson, the body of work. I've got him as my number 1 wide receiver under the age of 25. Who do you have as number 1 on your list?
So it's my number 1, and I've been saying this the whole time. I have to go with Jamar Chase.
That's the guy.
When I tell you Jamar Chase could be one of the greatest receivers of all time, he's on pace to be one of the greatest receivers of all time, because he has had the greatest rookie season of any wide receiver in the history of the NFL. And this is one of my favorite plays. The reason why Jamar Chase is so dynamic, this dude caught this pass right here in the NFL, and he's running past guys like they're in the 3rd grade and he's in the NFL. Yeah. You don't see receivers catch a ball like that and split a defender like that in the Chiefs defense and take it all the way to the house. And then the reason why I also say that he's had one of the greatest, this guy took the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl. Look at this guy, the most receiving yards by a rookie. Jamar Chase right there, 1,455 yards, man. This guy is dynamic, he's special, and I'm looking forward to seeing him next year.
Let's take a look at how we break them down, the list. We saw there's so many young, talented players. There's my face, there's your face, here's our list. We're pretty similar. We disagree on these ones. DK and CD, we both love them both. I mean, they're both going to be great. But what do you think at home? What do you think at home? Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase? Who's the better wide receiver under 25? And I'll go to the table here. Jane, who are you taking, and what are your response?
Where's the A.J. Brown love? I mean, I know he's in a run-heavy offense, but look, he got banged up a little bit, but he had 2 1,000-yard seasons before that. I feel no respect. Also, sorry for the disrespect, but if I'm grading out the gritties real quick, that's a big 10 on there for Sanders. Yours is coming, Peter. A 5 for effort.
Oh, okay, I tried it, right? I tried.
That's all that matters.
I still need to see Kyle's.
I appreciate it.
I got something for you. I got a few dances up my sleeve. First, I have some love for Jalen Waddle. I think you guys have the list right. I think next year he has to crack this list with what they put around him and everything. I just wonder, Peter, now that you've done Emmanuel's profession, tomorrow can we get top 3 television journalists under 35?
Yes,
and you can do what Peter does. I think Kevin Clark, Joey Molinaro, those types.
Joey Molinaro.
Right? Yeah. Put them on. Let's do that. You do his job tomorrow.
I like John Middlecoff at 3. I like it. Okay. Let's get your